Okay, cool. Let's just hop to this. We're going to do a few things here today. We're going to replace the blinking light win in this NES because last NASA, the one that was in here, got fucked up. Realistically, I only need this pin header portion replaced. Maybe I'll put the sticker in so people don't push down on their games again. But what we'll also be doing is installing the component video mod. We won't be using the TRS component video out. We'll save that maybe for a different product. But my NES already has a Wii jack on it, as crappy as it is. And then the final thing that we'll be doing is actually, if I can find it. Oh, I know it's somewhere here. I should have found this beforehand. I was like, oh, we'll prep everything for this. And then, you don't prep everything. But the final thing that I want to do is update the palettes on my NES. I don't even think there are any races of NES games at NASA this year, so it shouldn't matter. I don't even think there is an NES game in all honesty. But, found it. There's this USB blaster here. Where a cable is, I don't know yet. There might be one somewhere, but I do have the blaster, so let's just get into it, Philly D style. Now, I haven't been in my NES in a while, so I don't know how the internals look. It could be a very ugly mess. So I just realized maybe using my headset isn't the most ideal thing because you guys probably don't pick up many of the ambient sounds. It's literally only my voice. I just realized you can also see what's on my smartwatch. At the moment, it's only Spotify, but let's not accidentally dox myself or anyone else. I'm hoping this will be a quick stream. Just get the stuff done and alright, that's how many screws are left. That middle one, that one's gone, that one's gone. Okay, so that one and that one remain. Okay. Well, it's clean so far. So far, anyways. Suppose I can zoom in a bit. Beauty. Redo focus. There we go. Yeah, I can't remember if there even is a single NES run at NASA this year, but I need to get this system fixed up anyways, for posterity's sake. Also, I wish I had a better camera angle. But at the moment, you're just gonna have to live with awkward, kind of over-the-shoulder angle. Okay. I don't even know what the heck happened here. I just know that, I mean... Whoa, hold on. Trying to figure out where the camera is. I mean, it doesn't look severely bent, but I don't know. It's not working. I don't care. Maybe I can fix it, and then I can put it in a different system. That would be, Also, I just realized autofocus. Maybe I should use that. Too much effort. Just leave this broken one. Oh look, it comes with a sticker. Now this sticker I'll actually need. Help calm and don't press down so nobody breaks it again. This I don't care for. So that's a positive. Alright. Now the thing is, I need to get to the underside of this as well. Put those screws there. Yeah, there's not many screws holding in my system. It's very much a kind of, it works because it works. But it's mine. It's not like I'm selling it to anybody. The one or two systems that I did sell to people were not this messy. I took the utmost care in them, so. Come on. Oh, right. There's one more screw back there. Alright, so this is attached to... Oh boy, what the hell is this shit? It's something. That's what I can tell you. It's something. Okay, so that's that. Right, I refed composite and mono audio to the left and right audio jacks to make this thing actually usable as stock. But all these wires I can probably get rid of. Like the C-Sync, RGB. Well, that's the audio mixing circuit, so that's its own thing, but... Alright, well... Good old flux in here. At least I was smart enough to separate the audio line or video lines. Right. That's a C-sync. That line will probably not be needed after everything is said and done. It's an audio ground. Oh, I pulled two separate grounds. I pulled audio and video ground. Probably for the best. And that's the audio mixing circuit. Right. Gross. Let's just get this working. Oh, does this kit require pin headers? Because I am not prepared if it does. Oh wait, no, it comes with them. Thank goodness. Add that to the garbage pile. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that there's 5 of these. So I'm gonna assume you break them off and do that to attach them. Should pull up the instructions quickly. That would be useful. Where is the part about the components section? This is a big waste of time. I should have had this prepared. There it is, component video. Read the assembly guide here. Yep, break the pin header into 2 parts. 1 2-pin, 1 3-pin. Insert into the NES RGB board at the location shown. Solder the NES RGB board into place. And then just wire to wire. Okay, that's easy peasy. Very easy peasy, actually. Problem is I gotta pop it out to solder it in. Oh boy. I'm glad I'm so good at soldering and doing this. There we go. let's do... Bring out a good old trusty pliers. Oh. I just like using these because they're high in thermal mass. And generally sturdy. So I can push against them or leave things against them and be fine. Type deal. Just realize you can't really see much of what I'm doing, but ow, that's hot. Oh, god damn you, dude. Stay. Okay. I can probably zoom in a bit to what I'm doing. Something like that, maybe. Anyways, time to do the rest of these. Gross. And I bridged it. Perfect. That's what happens when you use way too much solder. Let's clean this up. There we go. Nice and clean. Get rid of that excess solder right there. Alright, let's do the other two. Of course it fell. Why would it have not fallen? Ow. If you touch hot things, they will be hot. Who would have thought? God damn it, I hate these things. Obviously, you're supposed to do this before you actually, like, do your install, because you can do it, you know. There we go. Damn it. Joyful. tweezers here. That can potentially help. I hate this so much. It's just like permanently stuck there. Oh, God damn it. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Oh, it's an easy install. Just put the pin header in. You know? Why would things be difficult? Now I know what you're probably thinking. What if you just undid all the solder joints and disconnected all the wires? Then you just have the board. And to that I say, I only just thought of that, and now I refuse to do it. So much effort. For just one fucking pin. Fuck it. No, because all the audio one as well. And I gotta remember where they all went and everything. It's fine. It's fine, I swear. It's fine. Wow. The plastic just slid right off. That's actually beautiful. That is legitimately beautiful. Also, these pliers are way too large. What the hell am I doing with my life? These ones are not really any better. I'm glad that I started this off right. I honestly don't know what to do now. Because the stupid plastic came off. They're holding on to here by a thread. gonna have to redo this wiring anyways, but like, fuck it. Bye yellow. Bye red. Bye mono audio. Okay, well now that's a little bit easier to maneuver. Why won't you just go in like a good boy? Pushing it in is failing me. So we're gonna attempt to pull it out again if I can see. This is the problem, I can't see shit. Because now it's just a fucking pin. Great. Oh, I almost got that one. Hey, it's 1 out of 2. Okay. Let's try rebuilding this stupid thing. God, I've been at this for half an hour and I haven't even finished putting in the pen header. That's just when you know that you are the very best. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, great. Now it's not going to go into the fucking holes. That could maybe change things up. Maybe if both of them didn't still have solder on that side. Well, the one seems to want to go in, so let's do that one for now. Which is that one. Okay. Whatever. Let's attempt the second one now. Nope. Anything at all? Maybe. It's just one stupid pin. How much time and effort does it require? Okay, there we go. I think I melted a bit of the plastic, but that's okay. Like I said, this is my own system, so I don't give a fuck about what happens to it. I'm feeling that has to be fluxed. Cool. How am I low battery? Oh, I didn't plug it in. That would do it. It's like, how is my camcorder low battery? That's why it's low battery. Of course, the zoom is now gone, because why would it stay? Sure. Leave it there. Okay, well now that we've gotten that part done, that grueling fucking part, Now I just need the other half to go through. Oh, hey! It just went through perfectly fine. That's amazing. All right. My tip is just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. I think I need a new one soon. I don't know how often a person goes through tips. You're supposed to replace them kind of every now and then, or like they last forever. I don't actually know. Alright. That's that. Might as well pop that back in. Okay, so this is audio. So we can just solder that back. I also feel like I'm gonna have to do the whole rubbing alcohol toothbrush thing because it's kind of messy. Not gonna lie. It's kind of messy. One of these is a video ground, and YPbPr, G. I'm gonna have to buzz which one's which. My God. Not even the circuit board wants to come out for this stupid connector. There we go. Right. And there's apparently some labeling here, but it's whatever. So this is video. That's my audio. This is my video ground. If we already have a separate ground, we'll leave a separate ground. Why not? I should have put heat shrink tubing there. That's okay. Oh, they even have little numbers. Fuck if I know which one's which. One of them broke off anyways for audio. You know what this means? It means that we're just gonna pull all of these out. That's exactly what this means. Maybe that wire can stay, but these three can definitely just get out of here. Okay, that's my video lines. And then I don't know what these are, but they can also go whatever any of the stuff is. And I don't even know what that is. I think it's a ground. Not entirely sure. Yuck. Yeah, this is just a fucking, I don't even know what it is, line. This is a ground, that's a ground. This is my audio, which broke. I don't know why it took 2 lines. Oh, I know why now. I'm an idiot. It should really just be 1, but that's okay. And then this is my ground, I guess, as well. Very ridiculous. Very ridiculous, all things considered. Why am I using the desoldering braid? I don't know. Oh, hey Nasper. What is up, buddy? And yes, it is a legendary Dark Aries stream as I prep my stuff for NASA. Let's move this more in view. You really still can't see it because it's a shitty angle, but it is what it is for now. I like how the resist is coming off this. There's like fucking wires sticking in there. I can tell you that I myself will not be there Saturday. Because I work the Saturday. But Sunday in the AM, I will be definitely be setting up. So there's quite a bit to set up. So immediately tell you to do what you get there. Well, I can already give you an idea of what we're going to be doing. this year is going to be a 2-screen setup. So because everything's in one room. So same as last year, build 2 screens. Hopefully I'll have bigger ones this year. There's gonna have to be drape that's put up. There's some lights that have to be set up. And then dealing with all the consoles and shit. So yeah. It's fun times, I tell you. Fun times. I gotta wash this thing. I'll be right back. I gotta clean it with rubbing alcohol so I can tell what the fuck I'm doing. Actually, I think I have some rubbing alcohol, but I don't have a brush. Oh, my rubbing alcohol dried out anyways. Okay, I will be right back. Oh, hey Daniel. Yeah, you should definitely be able to see something. Also, I'm hitting my tripod. Fucking hell. Anyways, I don't know if I scratched away solder resist or what the hell I did there. Not like you can see, because I'm too fucking lazy to put into autofocus. You can see that. How do I put this into autofocus? There has to be something on the remote. Aha, dude, look at this. Beautiful. I don't want that. Where's the quick menu? I just want the focus. Probably can't change it from the remote. If it's residual solder, I will be so happy because it just means a simple cleanup. I haven't soldered in a while, so quick menu. One of these is focus. Hey, we're back in autofocus, I think. Yep, because now the ring is the zoom ring. Okay. No, that was me using my hand to focus. Because you can set the ring to do multiple things on my camera, which is, this is the camera we'll be using for NASA, by the way. Fun times. Yeah, it's a Panasonic TM900 camcorder. It's the same one that I used for Speed Kino. It's very nice. It does clean HDMI, 1080p 60. Can record to SD card. And internal. Has like a mic input and all that stuff. It's pretty much a prosumer camcorder. Where I put this? But it's also a couple years old, but I bought it on Muff's recommendation because he's been using one forever. And his literal job is videography, so if it's good enough for somebody who does it professionally, it's good enough for me. Especially since, like, I only had to pay $200 for mine, Canadian, which is pretty damn sick. Not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm scratching it off or not. See, I think the heat is literally making it come off. I'm just getting the solder covering all the copper, which is an interesting thing. But I don't care as long as it works. I don't even know why I'm bothering. I don't even think there's an NES run this year. But on the off chance somebody needs it. Also, I would like to play NES Tetris again, so it is in my prerogative. It's a lot of shorts. Really hope this thing isn't like completely wasted. Because that would suck. Okay, I think that was literally just the grounds. Yeah. Yeah, copper melts at an extremely high temperature, but that's the solder resist, which is probably fucking Osh part because I bought this from Helder way back in the day. Came with a... I probably still have it somewhere. Came with a component to... or RGB to component sideboard that he included for free, but I could never get it working because I had it working for literally 2 seconds, and then I think it melted itself. To be fair, I was not using the best iron at the time as well, but, oh yeah, see, here it is, this thing. Yeah, I've tried and I can't get it to work. I think something shorted in it. Maybe I could get it working again for, I don't know, some console. This is a really old design based off of Ace's work though. So it's not the bestest in the world. The solder resist is so that you don't bridge the two like pins together, right? Because if the blue's all the way in between, soldering that won't connect it to that, right? Because the whole thing is a copper board. Then they cover the parts up that don't need to be. Sorry, it's a copper board with the resist on top. They mark what is going to stay with an ink, and then they throw it in chemicals, and then whatever isn't covered by the ink gets turned into the copper, right? So that's the solder resist. It's the part that's on there that keeps the chemicals from etching away the resist, and you get that because this whole thing starts off as just as a plain like copper board. You can make your own PCBs. Um, you got to use like a toner and iron it on and or Sharpie and all that stuff. It's pretty ridiculous. In any case, I'm assuming that this was a jumper for audio. Oh great, the wire broke off. Okay, that's joyful. Let's just get rid of you. I don't want you. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Whatever. Oh, well, the thing is, this is a board off Osh Park, right? OSH Park. It's fucking designed to be as cheap as possible, not resoldered a bajillion times, you know? No, yeah, I guess don't need to answer in Discord that anymore. Right, so where was I with fucking Frankenstein's monster here? Oh yeah, it does say the numbers, so it's odd on the top. It's odd on the top row, even on the bottom. I don't trust the pinout writing on here, so let's open one up in Firefox. YPbPr pinout. There's pinouts.ru, gamessx, or gamesx. I love how outdated gamesx is. It's so outdated. Anyways, pin 1 is left, pin 2 is right. 3 is video, 4 is voltage, 5 is ground, 6 is ground, 12 DC and ground. Ooh. Oh, wait. Yeah, 5 and 6, which is. Okay, those are grounds. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so this is my audio right here. I don't even need strippers realistically. Let's use some. Okay, so this is audio. It's a mono console, so that doesn't matter. This is a ground. This is a ground. Technically, doesn't even matter about multiple grounds because it's a system. They're all going to have the same grounds. That whole PCB should just have tied grounds, but it's not going to because it's dumb. But I can jump. Oh wait, no, this ground's connected to that ground anyways, so... but it needs it on the connector. Right, okay. That's fine. I'm mumbling to myself, ignore me. So the two grounds will go there. This is my audio. That's my switch. Hey, you can see me, that's good. And then this is video land. These three cables right here. Can focus? Hey, focus. That's a very pretty fast autofocus. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I don't trust the ends. The Twitch mobile app sucks, Daniel. Don't trust it. That's what I've learned. The Twitch mobile apps just suck. Fucking strippers. Wire strippers just closing on me when I don't want them to. Alright. So... See, the Wii pinout is the stupidest shit that I've ever seen, alright? Pin 7 is Y, or Luma. That makes sense, right? And then it's also R. And then pin 9 is PB, or Chroma, and G. And then pin 11 is PR, or B. Why couldn't Nintendo just make Y, BG, PB have the same as B, and PR be the same as red? Who the fuck knows? But it is stupid. And actually, before I undid the wiring, I manually rewired it so the colors would match the same as a component cable, because in my case, I was feeding C-Sync into composite video, which I don't even know where it is on this thing. And the video pin, so pin 3, instead of feeding regular composite video, I was feeding it C-Sync because I wired the mono jacks on the side to be composite. So that was fine by me. And again, it's my personal system, so I don't care. And then that way I could use just a pair of GameStop Wii component cables with the composite jack to feed into my Extron, and then that would be the full RGB signal. But now we're not going to need that, and we can just use regular Wii cables because we're awesome. We're awesome, team. So... that's like half. Okay, so 7, 9, and 11. That would be these 3 pins, which you can't see me working on at all because I unfortunately have to actually look at stuff and have them close to my face. There we go. See? Magic. Magic. actually don't need this NES right now. Just need the wires. Actually, this one can probably get stripped a little more. I don't have an image up of the board on stream. Yeah, that would be a decent idea. I mean, the goal is that I get a better stream setup going at some point. After NASA, as all things, I'm telling myself right now, after NASA. But in actuality, I do want to get back into streaming. It's just, I have so much to work on. I kind of feel bad if I were just to stream video games or something. But I justify this to myself right now because I kind of need this for the event. And in the name of transparency, I can stream this and feel okay about it. But you are right. We can just add a simple window capture. Nothing's stopping us from doing that. Beyond me being very dumb. So I'm gonna do that. Right after I twist these wires. Let's see. Window capture. I don't have an existing Firefox, so we'll do that. Hey. Let's crop her down. Croppity crop, crop, crop. Croppity crop, crop, crop. Croppity crop, crop, crop. You know what? I don't even care. That's all I need. That's all I need. There we go. Now you two know what the hell I'm trying to do. It's magical. Alright. Then today, basically my plan is today fix the NES up, and then tomorrow I'm doing something a lot more fun, which is building headset extenders. So that way I can extend a broadcast headset over Cat 6A SSTP, so something shielded twisted pair. Something like that. Oh boy. This thing got very undone. Also, the white balance is on auto white balance, but it is totally not white anymore. What if I keep that in there? Yeah, that kind of keeps it white balance now. It's still not the greatest, but then I can't see. How do we fix this? How do we fix this? We zoom in on absolutely nothing is how we fix it. Oh, what's that? Just piece of shit. Tripod. Aha. I found you. Zoom in on that sucker. We're gonna focus. You will focus. Tell me you will focus. Or you won't. That's fine. That's fine too. Maybe it can't focus that close. How the hell am I supposed to know? Whatever. That's a better view. That's actually closer than what I can see with my eyes right now, which is kind of shitty. I don't even know if you'll be able to see anything, but you know what? I tried. I absolutely tried. How close can I get this? Like there. You can kind of see what's going on. Gotta clean up my brass thing too, because it's not, solder's not really sticking to it as much as it should. Of course, this last one's not actually soldered in. Do I have the option to mount the camera directly to the table? Not particularly. Like, this is my setup. As you can see, this is the wall. That yellow is a wall right there, so I mean, my desk is right at the wall. I don't really have a way to mount it directly to the table. Also, shoutouts to Cookie Monster Pajama Pants. Shoutouts. Cookie Monster's a bro. Just saying. God, having a remote for zoom in and zoom out is so amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well, that's done. Let's clip this. Yeah, that seems pretty clean. Now I just gotta clean up these three ends right here. Right, because you can't see shit. Zoom out a little bit, actually. Don't have to be that close. There we go. But yes, I do want a better video solution. Lurk is actually showing me, no, I might be doing this setup when I get myself situated better. But, since I have an action cam, there's nothing stopping me from, mounting the action cam on my head with, like, those head strap things, and then, wirelessly broadcasting it, or just, like, with a cable or something, like a VR headset. That can, yeah, and that way there's, like, a first-person view type deal always going on. Right, let's do the audio. But yeah, as soon as this NES is done, I want to do the headset extenders tomorrow and attempting to repair my OSSC tomorrow. The keyword is attempt. For all I know, it's completely fried. It can't be fixed without replacing like the FPGA or whatever else. For all I know, right? But we'll make an attempt. Like I said at panel I did at GDQ, OSSC is not necessary for the setup, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't have one available on standby, because they are fairly dummy proof. Wow, this thing is just awful and refuses to thread in at all. Okay, we're just gonna cut it down. Right, because this one got torn. Screw it, we're just gonna do new ends on both of these. So yeah, and then after I get this NES done, the headset extender's done, and the OSSC potentially fixed, then it's just fixing up consoles that I have, which involves a PS2, Saturn, Wii. Actually, before that, I need to fix my GameCube, so there's a Game Boy player available. Well, a Game Boy interface, anyways. Oh, I have a DS Fat that I need to install a capture card into. There's some good content to keep myself occupied with. Where did I just put what I'm looking for? Right there. It's like, I swear I just had this. It turns out that I was correct. I did, in fact, have it. Okay. Kind of move that out of the way so I can see. The problem is I don't have enough light, but I don't want to turn on like a desk lamp or something. Oh boy. So those grounds might be a problem. We have a problem here, Houston. Magnifying glass. Yes, I have one of those. So the problem is I think it's shorted to the ground plane. Yeah, it definitely shorted to the ground plane is the problem. This is going to be tricky. I really wish I just had the time to print off a new PCB, but I don't. So, although I think I technically do have a um, no, that might be fun. I do have a spare SNES or like a multi-AV, so but that would require like rewiring it back for RGB. Although I think there is a precedent for having like a multi-AV cable that does component, because I think the stupid Eons do that, or some GameCube video solution do it. Okay. I think I'm good. Again, this is just for myself. If I was doing this for somebody else, I would not. I would just have brand new parts of everything. Okay, so I have audio, I have video, oh, I will have video, and then I just need ground 1 and ground 2, which is 5 and 6, which are these third ones right here. Yeah, I don't trust these wires, actually, to still be good. So we're just gonna cut their ends and make new ones. It's crazy to think that this NES RGB mod is like it's my second like legit attempt at soldering and modding. My first attempt was with my GameCube, which is also just sitting dead. I think the disk drive on it went though. That or the mod chip just short-circuited everything out, either or. But lucky for me, I have 2 donor GameCubes, so even if I can't get my original one working from childhood, I have a spare. And one of them actually also has a digital port. So it would literally just involve installing the mod chip into that one, and we're good to go. This is what I also hate about stranded wire. If a single strand doesn't go into the thing, it's just so annoying. Can probably strip this wire a little more. Yeah, have a good night, Daniel. Thanks for stopping in. Actually, since you're still in the chat, Nasper, what do you think of the venue for this year at a first glance? I think you might have shared your opinion already, but I would like to hear it again. Mainly because I have nothing better to do. Also, I think I need to clear out that one. Technically, I can just bridge it, whatever. Yeah, I'm bridging one wire. This other ground can screw itself. That's a heavy ground plane, but I'll take it. So long as it's able to seat at least 20 people, as there isn't usually any more than that in the room at a given time, and has enough space for practice, I'm fine. My only worry is the noise when people are running/practicing. Also, I expect Mafia to happen, so where will that take place? There'll definitely be enough room, because the room has a larger combined square footage than the two of last year's rooms. So this one room is bigger than the other two rooms combined. Not by much, but it is bigger. And Mafia, it may take place in the practice casual room. It may also take place at a different part of the venue, because we also have a crush room available just outside. That's pretty much secluded, so people can play in there as well. Like outside the conference room, we have that little area as well where people can play, so that should be fine. It should be fine. Alright, let's get rid of this one ground wire. Because, yeah. It is one room booked, but the thing is that that room has like an area. So last year, it was kind of like a combined hallway type deal with all the other rooms, and there wasn't really any chairs or anything, but it's kind of the same thing, but we're not going to be sharing with other people as far as I know, so that part's nice. Okay, so 7, 8, 9. So 7 is Y. So that's going to get pulled way down. And then PB and PR. As PB is the first one, PR is the second one. Okay. I know that there's separate grounds for like everything on this board, but I don't actually feel they're necessary. But maybe I'm just wrong. And if my video ends up being super noisy, I now know why. Or my audio, for that matter. Because, I mean, in theory, all the grounds, like, ground's ground. You attach ground to ground and it's good. As long as everything's on, like... It's not like this is being attached to different circuits or something. Like, for example, for if you're doing like a show with like a mixer and speakers and stuff, if your speakers are on a separate electrical circuit than your mixer, or like your audio source, your laptop is connected to like a different power. Like if somebody was running up, if you had like a laptop on the stage and you gotta get their audio from their laptop on the stage to the back where your mixer is and stuff. They're on different electrical circuits, so potentially there can be a grounding issue there, but like I'm pretty sure if everything's just all going to the same place, it should be fine. Yeah, this tip is like needs to be replaced, but I think a tip is like $5. Maybe I'll replace it. Because I do want to get a new soldering iron anyways. But that's all my money that I've spent. I was going to spend on a soldering iron. I have instead spent on the event. So They'll have to wait a little bit. Oh wait. Damn it, the wires need to be reversed. Shit. Who does this? There will be a notice going out. There have been a couple people asking, what do we do for PC games? At which point we have answered in the Discord that you should bring them on a USB key like normal people. I say that in jest, but yeah, there will probably be a notice like the day before or something like that, because we don't want to do any more at everyone pings. We are looking into a bot, a reaction bot, so that way it'll be like at everyone, okay, if you are going to be at the event, react to this post to get the on-site role or whatever. And then we'll do like, if you're a runner, you know, make sure that you have your game and all that jazz. So okay, I'm pretty sure I need to put this actually in there to know what the distance is going to be like. Oh, God. I really just want to replace the fucking PCB with a new one. I think the boards are available on Oshpark. I think. Just order like a fucking handful. Like, look at this screw. Look what I've done with this screw. Okay? Stripped to fuck. So, I mean, you could do that. Realistically, you'd probably use like a text file instead. Or like, yeah, you would do a text file. So that way it's easier to parse. Like, you would just search for a name and then a comma. And you would know that the comma is how you differentiate between them. It's one easy way of doing things. But the reaction is just easier, I think, for now. For now. Okay. Let's hook this up to Luma, which is right here on Y. Yeah, we'll do a little more slack. Do something like that. Just gonna need a little bit more extra solder on that pad. It's a little bit too much, but when the wire comes into play, I'm sure it will be fine. Actually, yeah, let's do this one like that. What a shitty fucking wire. I guess this is why people tin their wires, but I hate doing it. Like, if the iron's hot enough, like, how much solder can this fucking thing really hold? Barely any. So I'm just causing fucking specks and freckles everywhere. Oh, wait, I have tweezers. It's kind of really ugly. Oh dear. God damn you. I mean, it's staying, it's just really fugly. Okay. I'll just redo that joint so it's not a cold joint. It'll be good. No. We were gonna redo it so it's not a cold joint. And then I fucked it all up. This is why I bought a literal bottle of flux at this point. To fix all my fucking mistakes. Oh, see, now it's a nice and shiny joint. And we're good. Not really. Almost. Okay. I can live with that. That's nice and shiny. I can live with that. That's nice and shiny. Okay. The last thing to deal with is these two wires. So this one is my V for video, and then audio goes where audio goes. The annoying one is the audio because there's already wires there. But I think I can make it work. Maybe I should just stick one in the thing. Yeah, let's do that. That'll make life a little easier. Let's reflow these joints here, though. Just want to make that one shiny because it was not. All right. The fun time, making things even worse for myself. Or actually, now that I've just pulled the board out, it should be easier to solder to the same point. It kind of is. Yeah, it survived. Okay. Let's get this back in here so I can test it out. Okay. That's that. That is truly that. The only thing really left to do now is to plug it in and see if it works. And if it does work, that means I spent almost 2 hours to do something that I thought would take me like, I don't know, 45 minutes, half hour. Alright. Oop. This tripod is so in the way. So in the way. What if I like rotate? Oh yeah, you can totally see the computer. Sure. Get that. Okay, so I need the power cable for NES, which is this. But then I also need a game, which I don't have one here right now, of course. And then I need the Wii video cable. Turns out my Wii has been on for like ever. So that's a thing. Oh, right. I can't reach to grab a game. Alright, I found a cartridge. I was going to use my EverDrive, but I figure this cartridge is actually a lot more fun to try it out with. So, oh, right, I gotta actually plug that in as well. That would help. Gotta redo my whole setup. Aha! It literally works. We can prove this by of course, I don't have it available right now. Give me a second. Where are my data path presets? Here we go. Data path, NES. Oh, of course, okay, so actually, no, I'll show that. Okay. So, ooh, very large. Let me shrink this down. I forgot I have everything pre-sized to be super giant. You can see my arms. Okay, so I can get rid of this. Right, so let me do this. Oh. Actually, let me get rid of this. No, we'll keep that. Let's do, how do you do a monitor capture, display capture? Right, so this is my display right here. Yes, I have a portrait mode thing. So this is my old preset, right? NES RGB. Move that over to here. So input, as you can see, it was on RGB. Let's make it YV now, and we're good. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have to, whoop. Input. Forgot about that quirk. Save settings. Okay, we can get rid of that. I don't have any sound captured because I disconnected that, so there's no sound. But this is working, so that's cool. I wish it did have sound hooked up so I could test it out, but do I not have sound? I thought I did have... No, because it's going through my mixer, which I disconnected, but I actually should have audio cables. Hold on. I swear I had shit for this. Aha, I do have audio cables, so... can I connect this as a stereo source? Can I do that? So, hold on, I gotta figure out my audio setup. Give me a second. So, I'm listening to my main mix currently. There's no gain on. Oh, wow, that knob is weird. Right, there's no audio coming through. Might make deafen myself. Gotta figure out which audio channel this is hooked up into. If it's hooked up to any audio channel. I don't think it is. Just went through all 12 audio channels and there's not, so. There should definitely be sound coming in. There's not. Okay, so video works, but I don't have any sound, which doesn't surprise me at all. Wow, that heatsink gets kind of warm. Because I probably fucked something up. Let's see. It said pins 1 and 2 are audio, which is exactly how I hooked it up. So the only thing that I can think of is that the audio did not make it in. That it requires its own separate ground, but I don't think it should. There already is a ground. That's evident by video working. Let's buzz her out. was a probe. Yeah, I'm not going to update the firmware today. I'm not even going to put this thing back together today. I'm just going to make sure the audio works and then go to bed. It's almost 3 a.m. for Pete's sake. I don't understand that saying, Pete's sake. Why is Pete saking? Why is it not like a John or somebody? You know? Why is it Pete? What did Pete do? Okay, no, sound is definitely going through. If it's pins 1 and 2, it's correct. So maybe, just maybe, my connector for the audio is fucked up on the Extron, which I would prefer so much. So much. Let's try this again. Yeah, update colors. I think no, the default is not the Firebrand X palette. I'm pretty sure it's still the whatever palette, but this also brings a second dilemma in with updating the colors. If there's ever a race, and there's 2 NES RGB consoles, if the other one doesn't also have the has gotten theirs flashed for the palettes, then they're gonna look different. I don't think the audio is shorted to ground. I could very well check very quickly. But I feel if it was shorted to ground, I would just get a very loud buzz. But I will check it, because that is a good call. So I have ground on pins 5 and 6. Which is that. Which should be just... where's a ground? Yeah, that's a ground. No, they are grounded. Ha, you are correct. That's why they don't work. Ugh. God damn it. On the bright side, I don't have to touch anything else, just this stupid board. Mystery solved. Anasper is Sherlock. Genius IQ. Genius IQ. I can zoom out. You guys don't see shit. Honestly, I'm not doing much right now. Well, actually, so if I get that there, and then I grab wick, should be able to clean that up, I think, potentially, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, I've cleaned that up from there. Let's just give that a blob of some solder. Okay. It looks like it's not touching anything else now. Let's do a quick continuity check. Oh. I put my multimeter on my desk so I don't have to go into the shelf to grab it, and then I still go to the shelf to grab it. I am smart. They're still grounded. That's not good. That's not good at all. Huh. Oh, you know what? I don't care about sound. I have a fucking audio connector that I can just use on the side. No, I should still fix it. By chance, how much does Osh Park charge? Wii HDMI, Wii Nunchuck, Wii Retro PSU, blah, Wii SPD pad. There is no Nintendo AV. Or Wii AV, I should say. That's not how you spell Nintendo. Oh boy. There's only the SNES style one, not the Wii one. Oh boy. Wii U power board, PSX to N64 adapter. Pixel clock. He has a bunch of them here. Potentially he has it. That would have been useful to have for my N64, the C-Sync restoration. There is many pages of stuff here. 11 pages, we're almost done. Yeah, he doesn't have it available on his thing. Mega Amp Mini, I don't care. connectors, and that's it. That's literally it. Gotta fucking wait for Cordimoto to come out with his thing for a new PCB. What a joke. I honestly don't know why. Oh, what the fuck did I do here? I somehow melted cabling onto the goddamn NES. Okay, that's cool. Oh, you know what? Let's just do... Oh, the wire broke anyway, so what do I care? When the mod first came out, I thought everybody was going to be jumping towards these Wii connectors, but it turns out no. Everybody wanted their SNES connectors. There was at one point where people were wanting the Wii connectors with component, so they can use those Wii HDMI dongles for cheap. But turns out that those need some kind of weird power to work properly. A bunch of other mumbo jumbo, and nobody looked into it to make it work. And so people stuck with their SNES connectors and RGB SCART cables, which I'd say fuck that. The system has always been meaning to get component output. It just hasn't happened until literally right now. I had tweezers somewhere. There they are. No, that's because it's off the wrong one. I thought the different wire broke than it did. I am smart. But I at least know how to fix this, so that's good, at least, I think. Just want this wire gone. Why won't this wire go away? There we go. Okay, so let's figure out... Yeah, so if you look at it, I don't know if you can see from here. Might be very hard. The solder resist is not touching. I'll see if I can zoom it in more. If it'll focus as well is the question. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. Oh, yeah, see, you can focus. Where is it? Oh. Like, it focused on that. Does it just have to be that far away? I don't know. but like right there. This is really awkward. Maybe if I put the magnifying glass in front of it, that will help. This is so awkward to do. Oh my god. I just want to show what I see. This is really shit. This isn't helping. In any case, it's not actually bridged together, so my soldering must have bridged it together. So we are not going to solder the way that we did, or whatever. Yeah, we will fix this. We're actually just going to do this a little bit differently. Just going to grab a little bit of red wire, probably about this much. I really don't need much. Yep. I'm just going to strip the ends. So my plan is to join those two wires back to this one wire, which is kind of pointless actually. It's not what I'm going to be doing. What I'm going to be doing is shorting 1 and 2 together with this wire, and then just joining it to the one of the wires there. I won't need both, so I'll cut one out, but that'll be after I confirm a working audio. Do you remember any chance of the where you slam the buttons to grow pieces? Oh, Aqua Rush. It's called Aqua Rush. It's a Namco puzzle game. You're welcome. You're welcome, Arctic. I got your back. You know I do. What the fuck happened here with my desoldering braid? Literally don't even know. It like fucking knotted itself. Yeah, searching just Namco puzzle game probably doesn't help. It does. What's also interesting about that game is that it's also a somewhat rare game, I guess. I guess all this wick is just gonna do whatever. I want to own a PCB of that game. The problem is that it doesn't pop up for auction very much, at least on Yahoo auction. Maybe if I check like International Arcade Board dealers or something like I used to for Tetris Grandmaster, I could find it. But when I did find a copy of it on Yahoo Auctions Japan once, it was like super expensive. It was very expensive, so... The thing is, Color Thief has it in person. So, if I ever want to play it, I just need to go over to his place. Or just play on emulator. Either or. I gotta get new desoldering braid is what I gotta do. Shit. Gonna have to make a trip to the electronics store. Trip down to the old electronics store. No, you can't see shit. There we go, that's a little better. Now you can actually see that this dumbass is cleaning off for the bajillionth time the same solder pads because he can't get his fucking audio working. This is the one thing I hate about this iron too. It's like, it's getting pretty hot because it's not temperature controlled or anything. It's a regular iron, right? 30 watt iron. So it just kind of heats up and then that's it. That's why I want the TS100. Yeah, that's what it's called, the TS100. Okay. I'll survive the soldering fumes. I'm literally at a window, like just above. Actually, if I can tilt the camera, I can show you. Let's loosen that a little bit. So there's my foam pads, and then there's literally my open window. So there's a nice breeze coming in. Whoop. There we go. Sure. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was using a really shitty Radio Shack iron, Nextage branded. When this was when Radio Shack in Canada was getting bought out by Circuit City, and then they called it the Source. But actually, I don't need that long of a jumper. I can just go. Okay. And I did my GameCube with that, and I just thought I was garbage at soldering. Like, oh my god. And then I found the local electronics store, New Tech Electronics, and they had this iron right here. It's a circuit test. Sorry, circuit test something something. Apparently, it's a company in Canada or whatever. And it's pretty solid. They have replacement tips and everything. So I bought the chisel tip. But I've had it for years now, and I think it's time to upgrade. So I'm going to get the Lewis Rossman approved TS100 soldering iron. I would get the Voltar approved Kesker, whatever the fuck it's called, but it's from AliExpress, so it would take, or not AliExpress, sorry, Banggood, so it would take forever to get to my house. And B, people are having issues with Banggood actually upholding their promise to make sure that every unit is from the same kind of build. So fuck that. We'll go with something that is known to be good and on Amazon Prime. God damn it. Stupid stranded wire. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. It's like, it was a big change for me just being like, whoa. Like this, there is such a thing as like the tools make you better. Like, fuck. And then actually, my one buddy at work, my coworker, he got himself a Weller station from online, so that was cool. That was very cool. I tried it. I showed him how to solder with it. Okay, now I gotta be very careful in soldering this. Make sure I don't short shit. See, yeah, I could borrow his, especially if I tell him, like, yo, I will, like, solder up your mechanical keyboards and fix your shit if you let me borrow your station, but, like, I don't know. I like having my own stuff. Even for, like, NASA, my work is like, oh, what do you need to borrow and stuff like that, and I've, like, always trying to buy my own stuff. I hate being reliant on other people. It's like this weird thing I have where even if I'm like given stuff, I just, yeah, I don't know. I'm just weird like that, I guess, but okay, so that's shorted out. And I just gotta wire something to there. I don't know why I did both of those. I really should have fed the audio wire into one of them together. But I guess this will let me see if there's a short somewhere. Ground. Ground. Hey, there's no shorts anywhere. So that's good. Oh, no. You want to know why? Because now I can just do a little poppity pop. Well, first let's cut these extra things off. Now I know why I did that. There's a method to my madness. There's a method to my madness. Now I cut this. And now I have nice two little extensions that I can just strip and then wire straight to. Wow, it just pulled the whole thing off. Okay. Also, I don't know if America has Princess Auto, but these things were super duper cheap. Like this whole tube of heat shrink was like cost like $1 or I think it was like actually maybe $2. It was on sale. Dirt cheap. And they just have so many different packs. Princess Auto is like really good for that shit. Really good for that shit. Now this is pretty thick heat shrink tubing. Is there I don't know where my heat shrink tubing is. Never mind, I'm not going to use this one. It's too thick. I know somewhere I have my kit. Where it is, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to solder directly because this is a temporary measure. It's a very temporary measure. So we're just going to tin this and then oh, that didn't go well. It moved. I think it's still good. Yeah, it's still good. Good thing this is flexible. All right, let's tin these wires very quickly. Go to Princess Auto and buy a blowtorch. They have nice little, like, actual lighters. Like, you fill them up with the propane or butane, whatever. Butane. Like, with that, and you have a nice little... Well, this isn't it, but then you have a nice little blowtorch. I used it yesterday when I had to rewire a whole freaking trailer because the stoplights weren't working, of all things. And it's because in the connector, the connector for the stoplight broke off, and it was so old that me and my dad were like, fuck it, we're not gonna just resolder a connector onto because this wiring's fucking like 20 years old. Let's just redo it and do it properly. And it worked. Kind of. Just day. I really don't care that this audio wiring is jank. I just want to hear how the Pokemon Yellow cartridge sounds. We can redo this tomorrow. I just want it confirmed working before I go to bed. So what happens is when I don't finish something, or if it's not working, I spend the whole fucking night just thinking like, well, what if I do this? What if I do that? And I just get no fucking sleep. Okay, look how fucking jank this is, guys. I'm not proud of it. I'm really not proud of it. But, well, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. It's called I Want to Go to Fucking Bed. And I just want to confirm sound works. Because if it does work, that means I can just grab some wiring and do it properly tomorrow. Just grab some nice red, maybe the white wiring, I don't know. One or the other, you know? Just grab it, resolder it, good to go. I had the screw for this somewhere. Okay, I misplaced the screw for the connector. That's good. Oh wait, no, I found it. I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. Also for Canadians or Americans, if you have, actually, I think Americans have an equivalent of Princess Auto. I think it's called Harbor Freight. I think that's what it is. Like, the screwdriver I'm using right now was like $2 fucking bucks. And it's like one of the best screwdrivers I've ever fucking used. Like, yes, you're buying it separately, not as a kit, but like chrome vanadium, it's like, it's grippy. Like, it doesn't feel super cheap like some fucking Mastercraft Canadian Tire ones. Or like whatever brand. Ones from like Home Depot. Yeah, like, not everything's good in that store, but something like a screwdriver, fuck it. Like, this is legit one of the best screwdrivers I've ever used. I've used a bunch of different brand ones. Alright. I've even seen on because I subscribe to different subreddits for like video and like live sound video engineering, because I try to keep up with what other AV professionals are doing in the industry, quote unquote. Let's show my my capture now. Ooh, wrong one. There we go. And Harbor Freight has a Pelican case, I think they said. That's or their own clone of a Pelican case. And people were debating if it was worth it to buy it or not because reasons. Because Pelican cases are super fucking good. And obviously a clone potentially might not be. And I think they came to the conclusion that if you can afford to get the Pelican, get the Pelican. If you can't, then this will do you good, and you know, go get yourself a Pelican sooner than later. But yeah, they even sell like fucking shit like that. Okay. Moment of truth. Yo. I have fucking sound. I just realized. Oh, there it is. It finally caught up. So, how do I get you guys audio is the question. I want, if I do an aux FX mix, and I send this to, if I just set that to 3 o'clock on both of them, and then let's add another ISIO input, and it will be channel 3, channel 4. Hey, can you guys hear that? Let me bring it down a bit. So this is, I bought a cartridge of this off AliExpress. So China likes to create bootlegs of games. There's a Link to a Past, there's Pokemon Yellow. You've probably seen Final Fantasy VII, there's a Chrono Trigger one. And on AliExpress, they had a nice, they have a repro of this game. With the fan translation by Lugia 2009 and Chris Expo. And it's in a nice yellow case. Oh boy, what the fuck is that? That's interesting. Yeah, what the hell is this? Oh, it's just phase. Because my cabling changed, my phase is no longer accurate. I think I can just keep it at 0. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it at 0. Because my cabling changed, the phase changed, along with everything else. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name. So yeah, the Chinese version of this game, like the bootleg, it was not very good. And a common thing with these bootlegs is it literally only plays one song and it's not very good. And it's not even from the original games. So what Lugia 2009 did with this Chris guy is they replaced the music with actual Pokemon music. They cleaned up the graphics, they translated everything. They basically turned it into a much better game. I bought this cartridge because you can't play this game on a flash cart because the mapper is not emulatable. So you need to buy the game to play it. Okay, you can't interact with anything. But my hope with buying this is I want to learn to speedrun it, because for whatever reason nobody else has speedrun it. And I mean, it looks really nice. There's multiple bootlegs as well. There's one of Pokemon Red, there's one of Pokemon Gold. This sucks, you can't get a potion. Yeah, see, they, in the original bootleg, everything to the left and right is just like plain gold, but with the ROM hack they replaced it with like the Pokeballs and Pikachu. Oh god, fast travel. Hell yeah, dude. Of course he's not in here. No sound effects. I'm very impressed by this ROM hack, though. And the translation. The other one I want to get is, I think I did. Yeah, I bought a copy of Final Fantasy VII as well. I just need my Famicom adapter. It's also English translated. Be patient, Gary. He's like, no, fuck you. I'm gonna take this Pokemon. Oh, and I think they redid all the battle mechanics and stuff. Let's battle. Like, they remade it so the IVs and attack stats and everything are like the original games. Like, they put in a lot of effort. This actually sounds pretty good. I'm gonna listen to this. So, it kind of sounds really tinny though, because it's an NES, so let's do this. Yeah, boost up the lows. There we go. The nice part about my mixer is I can EQ stuff. So yeah, tick. Yeah, just leave enough of the high ends there to hear. And this sounds way better. At least to me personally, it's less grating when I'm using my earphones. Now you can actually hear the bass in the background as well. Dude, I already got Thundershock. This is legit. Legit, man, legit. Alright. I'm just gonna get to Viridian, save, and then I think I'm going to bed. Wow, this is taking forever. There we go, good hit. The more I play this, the more I'm like just super impressed by this. Oh, this is where the house is? That's what constitutes next door? They moved where Professor Oak is? Also, it's like really... The movement is just kind of weird. For a moment there when I exit. Like, see, it slows down in some areas. Oh, because that's to do with stupid transition. Yeah, and see, now I'm back to walking fast again. Is there no... Oh, okay, I was about to say. Where's the wild Pokemon? The edge scroll warping is really jarring in this game for some reason. Probably because they're drawing way too many sprites. They are, like, pushing the system. Super effective. Yo, what? How do I get into items? Yeah, that's Pokemon. Is it like oh, I don't see it on my TV. Oh, I kind of see it now. I was like, how do you know which one you're on? And then I realized that it darkens a little bit. Yo, this Pidgey gave me TM39 Rock Tomb. Yeah, I'm colorblind, that's why I couldn't notice it at first until I looked at my computer monitor. Dude, what? You get Rock Tomb right off the bat? Off this Pidgey? Can I teach it to my Pikachu? I don't think it's gonna let me. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. So instead of erroring out, it just doesn't let you do it. Interesting. Is there a battle here? I work at the Pokemart. Let's see. I feel like this can sound a little better. Actually, that's really the best I can do. The color palette... I mean, the NES doesn't have many colors. It only has like 20-something colors to pick from. In general. Let's heal up. I thought it was gonna freeze there or something. Turned on the PC. You can withdraw or deposit. What happens if I try to deposit Pikachu? Okay, it doesn't let you. Okay. What? I gotta stare at my monitor to know which menu I'm on. This is bad. Okay. Save. Aww. Okay. Well, I think today's stream was a success then, because I have an NES with working component video and sound. Tomorrow I'll finish putting it back together, and then we'll work on the next thing, which is the headset extenders. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.